once. Why can't you agree with me for once? Maybe we can be on chill.
Hey, what's up YouTube? Your girl Gigi is back. I'm sorry I have been MIA, but family came into town. You know how it is when everybody and their mama show up, you literally get no time to yourself. So we are back at it like a crack addict, gonna talk about this Potomac Housewives, cause oh bitch, this episode was juicy. Fuck the whole episode. That last 10-20 minutes was everything. Michael, your ass is lucky whether Bravo paid off that cameraman or you paid off that cameraman or something. White privilege was at its work, at its finest, because your ass should really be in jail right now after the footage we saw. I mean, it is clear as day, but your wife is going black and blue in the face, trying to defend your nasty ass, your getting non-consent ass, trying to grab everybody's ass crack. But we gonna get into that a little bit later when that, segment comes up. But first, if you're new to your girl's channel, let me welcome you to Big What's Up. I appreciate you for tuning in. Please hit that subscribe button down there, the little red one while you were at it so you can join the girls fam, be a part of the team. And if you put a heart emoji down in the comments, your girl will shout you out, as a form of appreciation, just to let you know we see each other, okay? I appreciate the love and everything. But the Potomac Housewives, that bitch opens up with, like the news and the little lights, camera, action, Michael's case dismissed type shit. And the girls, basically their reaction to it. And half of them like, well, just because it was dropped didn't mean his ass did it. Or this is what white privilege gets you. Basically, that's true tea. Because Michael, your ass really should be in jail right now. Whatever, 90, 60 days, whatever. You deserve some type of time. Because it is clear as day that you did that shit. But, Bravo, I didn't think anybody could be messier than Giselle, but y'all got that bitch beat this episode the way I done blew all of Michael's shit up at the last 10 seconds of that episode. Like, bitch, Bravo, damn. Ashley, it's about time you give up trying to defend your man. Now, here it is. It's the first part of the episode. She's doing a little getting ready for the press conference because it's the first time they're going to be talking since the case was dismissed. Now, she called her mom trying to get, advice on what to do with stuff. Basically, mom was like, tell your story, move on. Whoop-de-whoop. But when they get to the little news station, all it was a bunch of falsities, lies, and colluding stories. When Giselle was eating her popcorn and watching that shit, it definitely was nothing but lies. First, Michael, your ass, now all of a sudden you want to admit to you bumping into him when that's not what you said in the beginning. And then two, Ashley, your ass lied talking about, oh, you were next to him, I would have seen it. But in the flashbacks, your ass was over there next to the couples trying to take a picture and everybody was looking for Michael, okay? So you basically just, y'all all, what's it called? When you lie on the stand, that's what y'all did basically. Perjury, that's what y'all did. Perjury, bitch. That's the legal word. Y'all purged on that shit. Luckily, y'all weren't in the court system because both y'all asses would be in jail. You, Ashley for, what's it called? Accessory. Okay? But I think that was just so stupid, like going on the news. Your ass should have stayed home and let that shit blow up. And now it's permanently on the internet. You lying, dumbass. Ugh. But anyway, so then there's a little scene where Karen, her daughter, comes home. Karen, your daughter, low-key shady, is coming up in her bloodline. You see the way she shaded the fuck out of you, calling you vintage? That dress was vintage, bitch. Just like your wigs are vintage. Just like the fake eyelashes is vintage, bitch. You need to burn all of it and get you a new wardrobe. But nonetheless, they have a little sweet moment looking at the little family photos. And Raven, I guess, got a little voice on her. So, Karen drops a little shameless plug how she knows Miss Macy Gray. Now, where the fuck Macy Gray been? I don't know. But, we all know her little famous song, Try to Say Goodbye and I Choke. Try to walk away, but I stumble. That type of song. But she has a little studio session with her later on the episode. But before that, Monique, y'all know she has her Not for Lazy podcast, Not for Lazy Moms podcast, and she was editing and Ashley shows her face there. Now Monique and Ashley done got a little bonded now that Monique done been a Christian and forgave her for her sins. But Ashley, you deserve everything you are getting right now. I don't feel bad for you. You talking to Monique to now that the case is dropped, the only thing me and Mike are really sad about is how the girls are clearly reveling in it. Nah, shit, Sherlock. Like, you have amnesia because the way you fucking did Monique, the way you did Karen when her shit blew up, everybody else's business was your business when it came to how you felt about other people, and you had no issues about talking about them, making jokes, any of that type of shit. But now here it is, your shit hit the fan and you want to play victim? No ma'am, no ma'am, no ham, no turkey, I will not do it. But now here it is, she throw Candace in the mix because she's like, yeah, Candace said that you were being two-faced, Monique. Now Monique, I get that you were trying to defend yourself, but I mean, let's not play no games. You threw a couple of digs in there, a couple of funny jokes. It's not a big deal, but I get what you were saying. Like, you weren't happy, you know, that the shit was happening to her, but everybody was cracking jokes about this situation because the shit is goddamn funny how Michael has been doing this shit for I don't know how long and he's just not getting caught. But, Monique, I really wish you didn't show those text messages though, because now it's playing to the narrative that you are two-faced. Because the shit's gonna get back to Candace because Ashley's messy as fuck. And she's gonna tell the other girls that you did that. So now that's gonna blow up in your face. And now Candace gonna feel like you really are two-faced, you know, when the shit come out. But now that they kind of cool, I mean, I guess Monique felt the need to do that, you know, and tell Ashley that's not what she was doing. Now, here it is. I think it's the, what scene was next? Oh, Raven, she was in the studio with Macy Gray trying to blow all her pipes out, trying to hit the big note. But Macy Gray told her just be Raven, okay? Just be Raven. And she did a little something. I mean, she still belongs in the church. Don't use this as your career. Don't let your mama blow your head up because it's not for you, honey. You could hold the note, but after they Mariah carried the hell out of that song, you know, you had a little tune, a little bop for 30 seconds, a little intro that your mama can keep at her house to play at night because she feel like you just can sing all type of Amazing Graces, God is good, God is great type of sounds. You just need to stay back at church, honey, and play the tambourine. True tea. Not trying to be rude or nothing. But Robin, she hosts a little makeup night, and Katie and Giselle Ash show up. Now, Robin, I see Juan was trying to say, look, you look cute and stuff or whatever. He lurking around and everything. And so now they get to talking about Juan's surprise birthday party. And Katie was like, oh, so what we gonna do? How we gonna lure him back in there? Because she had to spoil the goddamn surprise to Juan because he had a little football trip. But then Katie offered up a goddamn threesome. Now, Katie, you deserve to get karate chopped in your throat with that badass wig you had on anyway. Bitch, did a third grader cut them bangs? Like, you got into a fight with a blow dryer and the blow dryer won. Like, bitch, what is it? Because these wigs that you have been putting on look like they are from Halloween's Parties Plus. And you are throwing them on your head. Like, you should not be looking this bad. Like, what's wrong with your natural hair? Like, you mix. So, I mean, your hair can be, like, that horrible. But nonetheless, her ass offers a threesome. And Robin's looking like, bitch, what? And then Giselle was like, yeah, I'll do a threesome. Now, Robin, now this tells me that they obviously is hearing something on the street about what Juan is working with or how he's slanging that dick in the neighborhood. Because it ain't no way they would have offered that up if ain't nothing was, you know, going around but what your man was doing. You might want to start putting your ear to the street because they obviously heard something about Juan to so carelessly want to offer up a threesome with you and that man. Now, Katie, Robin's had a threesome with Juan. She just don't know it yet. She just didn't know it yet. Juan's ass went out to the street, had sex with Becky, then came home and had sex with Robin because her ass was laying in the bed after she done cooked him a hot meal and took care of his kids. But she's still gonna play wife and give him that coochie because he feel like, you know, he gonna pay the bills and that's what he's supposed to do because Robin's dumb ass is in love with him. But anyways, Michael, of course, comes up in conversation, and it's like, oh yeah, the charges got dropped, but Giselle's like, I'm not getting it. Like, all these incidents can't be, you know, crazy. Where there's smoke, there's fire. And then, you know, the situation where I guess Jacob, Katie's boo, was getting hit up by Michael. He said, yeah, pick up your private phone on the hotline. Yeah, he want that private number. He said, what you doing, boy? Give me your number. What's your name? What's your number? And he went back and told Katie, look, that nigga flirting with me and he might be trying to grab my ass next. So, you know, Katie dropped that tea. And then she straight up called Ashley stupid because they're like, okay, why is Ashley like not seeing this? Like, she's clearly, you know, blind to everything. And so their conclusion is, well, maybe she got an arrangement, you know, or maybe she just, you know, is in denial. That could be the only two things because this is just blatant evidence. The writing is on the wall and everybody can see it except Ashley. So, Monique has a little segment, like her and Chris are talking. They're getting a little baby stuff together, and they're talking about how, you know, Michael had the little news segment. And Chris didn't really see it, but he was just talking about how, like, him and Monique and Candace kind of fell out too. He's noticing that they're not as friendly. And it's obviously because Candace don't like being told when she's wrong. Sound familiar, Candace? Sound like somebody that you keep fighting with every other goddamn day that is paying half of your mortgage. Candace, you are wrong. You've been targeting Ashley, and not that I give a fuck about Ashley, but you are so dedicated to being in this girl's business about her baby, about her man. Like, what does that got to do with you? It don't pay your bills, it don't put food in your mouth, but yet you are so concerned with it. And I feel like you're trying to use that as a distraction to something to be, not so in your damn trauma with your mama. So you gotta find somebody else's. Ooh, excuse me. Sorry, y'all. You trying to not be dealing with your trauma, so you busy trying to, deal with everybody else's. So you can stop, worry about what's going on in your life. Bitch, that ain't none of that your business. Ashley is clearly what is getting what's hers. Like, karma has got to her. I mean, she obviously didn't know this when she was filming her intro. When she talking about karma's on my side, bitch, no, she ain't. She coming back for you with a vengeance. Like, with a vengeance, and she got no remorse, and I'm sorry, I don't feel bad for her, but Candace, it is not your place to be going after her like that. Like, all the other women, they can defend themselves. You trying to be Captain Save-A-Ho, and it's making you look really hella bad. Y'all drop down in the comments, y'all, like, am I the only one thinking that Candace is too strong on this situation? Like, yeah, she had an issue with her, just say it and drop it, but she keeps, like, poking at it, and it's like, girl, leave the shit alone. And Monique is like, yeah, I'm telling her when she's wrong, and so she feels like I'm Team Ashley, but I'm not. Like, if I'm your friend, I'm gonna confront you, and that is what it is. Now, I guess it's like the day of the little Halloween party, and Michael wants to show up by surprise. He told Robin that he wasn't coming, but low-key he did, because like Ashley said, he missed Juan, his boo thing, okay? So he was stuck, because Juan and I like the same thing. That's my buddy. That's my guy. Like, okay, Michael, it's very clear whose sausage you want to suck now at this point. But Giselle's there. She had the awkward as fuck moment trying to high-five Michael with the, oh, high-five, case dropped. And he was, like, hesitant. You see, he was like, oh, there was nothing to worry about because there was nothing to be dropped. Okay, we gonna sit there and believe that. And then, obviously, Ashley knew she was being messy, but then it gets even more awkward because Candace show up. Now, Giselle done made it worse. That old bitter bitch, like, Giselle, you need something else to do besides pushing everybody else's life, too. Like, you need to find a new man or get back with Sherman or something. Because, like your kid said, when you getting dick, you happier. Okay? But Candace just like a little, like, hi. And then finally, everybody else shows up. Now, Juan was super appreciative of this big-ass Halloween party that you threw Robin. But my question is, where did you get this money from? Because that shit look hella expensive. Real expensive with the flamethrowers, the hula hoop girls, that big ass bonfire in the middle. Like, you ain't even sold your house yet. So where does that money coming from, Robin? I hope you ain't trying to fuck up the church's money to have this man stay with you and recommit to you. Like, don't be trying to do all this for a man who can't even put a ring on your finger. Like, bitch, please. But nonetheless, he gave her a little PDA. Everybody's like, aw. Like, Robin's like, yeah, people don't understand us. But, we have unconditional love. Yeah, y'all got unconditional love because you popped out two of his kids. But, bitch, he still ain't, like, committed to you. Like, do you not find that as a problem? You've been dealing with this for 4 seasons now, bitch. Like, it's time to get that nigga, like, on check about making decisions on if he's gonna be with you or not. But everybody arrived. They do the little haunted house, and then it's time for drinks. Now, everybody's in there obviously talking about Michael's ass. Giselle is with the, girls like Karen, Robin. They're like, well, did y'all see anything? Like, what? And they were just like, yeah, this is crazy. And I guess Giselle kind of consoles Karen because Karen had to deal with rape, so she's not comfortable. Now, at this point, Ashley walks over and finally decides to confront Giselle. She's like, you know what, Giselle? Half the time you're concerned, half the time you throw in shady jabs. I agree with you, Ashley. At that point, she definitely does it. Giselle has a way of dressing up. Oh, I'm concerned for you for really trying to get the tea on your life so she can run and tell it on the mountain in Potomac. But Giselle was like, I asked a simple question, and obviously, Ashley was like, well, no, like, you were trying to be messy because you had already made an assumption. Well, she was like, yeah, I asked you, and the only thing you said was I couldn't talk about it, not that he didn't do it. Now that's another thing too, Ashley. The fact that that is true. Like if he didn't do it, then you need to say that. But all you kept saying was, "Oh, I can't talk about it right now. I can't talk about it." So she was like, "Yeah, I jumped to the assumptions because this is not the first time there's proof that Michael's grabbed ass before." And then her thing was, "Oh, that's a friend. He was telling him to come dance." And Karen straight up put it right, like, "Girl, this is the era of Me Too hashtag. So you need to talk to Michael and tell him like stop playing. Like if you playing with people, like you need to get consent." And so then Kane is butting talking about you real defensive, Ashley, but I understand why. And so now she was like, it's real funny, like all of a sudden we not supportive, but when your shit hit the fan, now you want to be private. But it wasn't like that when it was, you weren't that sensitive when it was everybody else's business. And now here it is, oh, Michael's a target. No, Michael's not a target. And y'all want to say that she was like, oh, nobody messaged me except Monique. Now Giselle was right, yeah, I'll be friends with Monique because she got the footage. Ashley, you know what you're doing. You butted up to Monique. Monique could lie all she wanted, talking about, oh, the cameras weren't working, all that type of shit, bitch. Quit playing. We ain't dumb. We understand you and Chris trying to stay neutral. Y'all ain't been in, y'all ain't in it. We get it. But nonetheless, Robin's like, girl, like all these instances and you where there's smoke, there's fire, like, are you still gonna sit there and believe this man? And at this point, it's like, well, is Michael gay? And it's not the point if Michael is gay. Nobody cares about that, Ashley. It's just the fact that your man is going around town grabbing ass, and then you, his woman, he should be grabbing your ass at night, not everybody else's man. And Ashley at this point was like, well, by golly, if Michael's gay, at this point he would have been out. Well, obviously not, honey. He got 1 foot in the door and 1 foot out. 1 foot in the closet and 1 foot out. She goes back to Michael talking about, I'm so tired of how the girls are just attacking you. Everything's been proven that you didn't do everything. And then dun dun dun. Ashley, bitch. That's all I can say. Like, I am not understanding. Like, this proof, that on-scene footage was clear as fucking day. He came up behind that man. Hey, buddy, just because you dress up an ass grab as I'm playing with you doesn't mean this shit is like it's so first of all inconsiderate. Get your ass out of my personal space. And the dude was like, don't do that. And then Michael was like, uh-oh, messed with the wrong one. And he was like, okay. And then he went to Ashley and got the damn drink. And then in the other scene, I guess it was in the club, he was like, oh, I didn't grab your butt. I didn't grab a butt. Let's go get a beer. So this is not the first time Michael has done this. It has been multiple occasions, Ashley. Honestly, you ain't playing this game right. Your ass should have ran. This was the perfect time for you to go because nobody would have blamed you. Everybody would have understood and they would have been like, oh, you know, Ashley, she got a man who assaults people. Like, it's a good thing. Let's get out. But your ass was determined to get a baby out of that shit. So you had security at the 1st or 15th of every month. So, bitch, you got it now. So now it's time for you to go. Because Michael, obviously, Ashley's with you. She's sucking you dry because she ain't trying to stay intense no more with her mama. She went through that enough as a child. And she ain't gonna do it again. But that unseen footage, like, Michael, your business partners, I know you said they were for you and stuff, but after this, everybody around you is not gonna fuck with you because it was obvious that you grabbed that man's ass. We might not have seen it like verbatim, but we can, what they call it, what you learn in school, inference. You take all the information and you come to an accurate conclusion, which is you was fucking with that man booty hole, okay? And you deserve some time. But Ashley, quit going black and blue in the face trying to defend this man because you're going to look stupid going down the Titanic with him, okay? So that was the episode of Potomac Housewives. Basically, the girls blew her shit up. Talking about, Ashley, you said you was okay. You said everything was fine. Then we joking and stuff. She wanted to get mad at them. But, bitch, like, you set up this whole situation. But we going to see how it all plays out in the next episode. You guys, just drop in the comments. Let me know. Do y'all think Ashley at this point is really just sticking by him to save face, or does she really know, you know, really still believe that he ain't do it? Now, when it comes to Robin and Juan, do y'all think it's cute? Do y'all want them to get back together, or do y'all think Robin should, you know, cut her losses and find her a new man? So we just gonna have to see how this all plays out next episode. Thank you guys for watching. Please hit that like button and subscribe to your girls' channel so y'all can be you know, up to date on my other uploads. All right, you guys, I will see you next time. Catch you on the flip side. Deuces.